Welcome back to the Nanny Affair, Chapter 8, or as I like to call it, Keeping Up with the Daltons. The in-laws. 1 week later, Jenny visits to help you get ready for the Daltons' country club garden party. Sam said her parents want to meet me. Can you believe it? I'm just the nanny. It's the perfect opportunity to turn them against Sophia. Oops. I like the way you think, Alessia. If you can turn the senior Mr. and Mrs. Dalton to your side, then Sophia won't stand a chance. I just have to make sure my first impression is flawless. That's what I'm here for. Show me what you got. You and Jenny dig through your closet, picking out dress after dress. After a few minutes, Jenny pulls out a long floral sundress with a touch of elegance. Ooh, this one speaks to me. Her parents will love you in it. Not to mention, you'll totally fit in at a country club. Let me try it on. Not to be mean, but I saw that and I instantly hated it. Actually, I'm just gonna stick to what I have on. It's more my style. There's nothing wrong with forcing them to love the everyday you up front. Just then, there's a knock on the door. Sam peeks her head through. You ready to go, Alessia? Oh, hello. I didn't realize you had company. I'm Jenny, Alessia's best friend. And I apologize in advance. She was just helping me get ready. For what? Everything. I'd resent that, but I know you're right. I'll get out of your hair. Good luck. Jenny waits until Sam's back is turned, then gives you a look and fans herself before leaving. You're still shaking your head as you follow Sam to the car. Soon, you're headed upstate to the Daltons' country club. You're in the back seat with the kids, trying not to notice how distracted Sam is in the front seat with Sophia. Alessia, do you think they'll have fish eggs at the club again? Yeah, last time we did this experiment. Let's not do any experiments, okay? It's an important day for your mom. But it's just Grandma and Grandpa. You try to focus on Mickey and Mason, but Sam's whispered conversation with Sophia drifts back to you. You know how my parents feel about tabloids. They're not going to be happy that our engagement leaked like that. I don't get what the big deal is. It's not like they didn't want us to get married. You glance over at the boys, who are busy pointing out the window as you turn off the highway. Just because they're being polite doesn't mean they aren't pissed too. With the twins distracted, I should eavesdrop or interject. Eavesdrop. You casually edge forward so you can hear better. You don't know my parents like I do. Image is all that matters to them. I can't imagine a more perfect image than two people from impeccable families coming together. Can you? Sounds like image is all that matters to Sophia too. No one is above reproach. Our engagement was announced via tabloid. I can't say enough. But Robin's ex-girlfriend can crash New Year's, grab the mic and tell her off in front of the entire club. They've always held me to a different standard than Robin. You know that. Well, it sounds to me like you're overreacting. The conversation comes to a stop as Sam pulls the car into the country club. The boys immediately jump from the car with glee. The shrimp cocktails are all mine! They can be your consolation prize after losing that thumbwear so bad. Mickey, no running. You roll your eyes as Mason keeps sprinting for the front door. You start to follow, but pause when you notice Sam lingering by the car. Are you coming, Sam? You can go ahead. I need some fresh air, I think. Sam waves and sets off around the corner. You glance at the front of the country club where Sophia herds the boys inside. Looks like Sam could use a friend right now, and I'm not exactly anxious to meet her parents without her. No, it doesn't have an effect. I hope she's okay, but if she wants to be alone, I don't want to intrude. You sigh and head inside the clubhouse. It's Mickey Mouse's clubhouse! You make your way through the building and up to the exclusive rooftop garden. Okay, maybe I should have waited for Sam. I seriously feel like I'm punching above my weight here. There's Alessia! She's the best, Grandpa. You'll see. You cross the rooftop to join the boys. They're standing with a stately man and woman as Sophia hovers close behind. It's nice to officially meet you, Alessia. I'm Vivian, and this is my husband, Mason. Hello. I'm named after Grandpa. Alessia knows that, dummy. You're just mad because you're not Michael. I should admonish the boys, focus on greeting Sam's parents. It's nice to meet. Don't call me Michael. Mickey shoves Mason with his shoulder, and Mason shoves back, and I know I've made the wrong decision. Boys, no pushing. But I don't care who started it. The boys huff but finally stop. I see Alessia disciplined with a strong hand. Alessia is such a blessing to have around the house. Really alleviates the pressure to have built-in childcare. She's a lot more than that. We've come to think of her as family. You sigh in relief as Sam finally joins the group. She shoots you an apologetic smile. Such high praise from our eldest daughter. Sounds like you can finally focus on what really matters, like the Nightingale update. Just because the Alethea project is going well doesn't mean we can rest on our laurels. Sam turns to you to explain. Nightingale is the in-home nursing robot device that Dalton Enterprises just released. Oh, we don't need to bore them with the details. I'm sure Alessia in particular doesn't care about this stuff. Actually, I just got my master's in chemistry, so I find all of this stuff interesting. And luckily, I overheard Sam last night talking about how much investors love the new product. Nightingale has caused your stock to soar, yeah? That's right, it's been a huge success. I'm impressed you know our product line and where we stand in the market. Well, Dalton Enterprises is signing my paycheck, albeit in a round way. Touché. Enough shop talk. Yes, perhaps we should discuss why we're here today, since Vivian and I weren't able to attend Sam and Sophia's actual engagement party. Dear, I thought we'd agreed not to mention that. As I said before, we thought it best to move the date up after the tabloid leaked the news, and you could have been there if you hadn't extended your business trip a third time. It sounds like the tabloids are really to blame. Being a workaholic runs in the family. The tabloids are really to blame. They can be such vultures, no respect for privacy. You're exactly right. The engagement was a dream come true, and they ruined it. Oh, look, Sophia, your father and brother just arrived. Everyone, please remember not to mention my mother. I can't handle another outburst like last time. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna mention her mother. What happened last time? Mickey, you can't just ask that. Karen, you can't just ask someone why they're white. Don't worry, everyone. The party can start now. You stand back as the others greet the new arrivals, but after a few moments, Sam motions you forward. This is Alessia, the boy's nanny. Alessia, this is Sophia's little brother Anthony and father Paolo. What a beautiful specimen! Call me Tony! I demand it! Tony, I'm not at your service. I demand that you back the hell up. Not only is this highly inappropriate, I'm not interested. Oh, okay, sheesh. Don't act like she's the one overreacting, Tony. Seriously, can't you keep it in your pants for a family gathering? Sophia, why did you bring the nanny to a country club? She doesn't belong here. To mind the children, of course, Papa. She doesn't seem to be doing a very good job. Women have the easiest job in the world, yet they still can't do it right. I hate this family. I mean, if you thought Sophia was bad, I can see where she gets it from. Mr. Russo, I can assure you, Mason and Mickey are on their best behavior. Now I know why your woman quit her job. You know it's bad when all your millions of dollars aren't enough to make her stay. Excuse me? How dare you speak to me like that? Oh no, we made the wrong decision. Oh well. Maybe we should all take a beat and... Don't worry, everyone. The party can start now. How many more people are going to show up at this thing? That was my line. Everyone turns as Robin joins the group. She greets the others, then slings an arm around your shoulders. So, what's everyone think of Alessia so far? You really don't have to answer that. Love her. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. I think she has a certain elegance around her. Why, thank you, Vivian. Indeed, not everyone can keep up with the Daltons. You impress Sam's parents. Yay! Uh-oh, that sounds like more adopting talk from these two. Look out, Alessia. I've heard they're in the market for a new daughter. Do you have to make everything awkward, Robin? It's part of my brand. You breathe a sigh of relief as the focus of the party moves away from you. Later, the sun starts to set and the waiter comes around with a fresh tray of champagne glasses. Paolo takes a flute and calls for a toast. Ahem. Thank you all for coming to congratulate my beautiful daughter and her future wife on their upcoming nuptials. Sophia has been run ragged at Russo Industries for far too long. Now she can finally fulfill her purpose to become a wife and a mother. After all, a woman in a position of power is the business world is like an unstable explosive, especially around that time of the month. Right, Sam? Did he really just say that? Unfortunately, as Quinn Fabreau would say, a woman without a man is like a fish without a bicycle. Perfectly fine on her own. Mason, honey, I thought you talked to him about this. I tried, but you know how it goes with Paolo. Giving Sophia a family disarms the bomb. That's why it's called a biological clock after all. Finally, we're getting to the good stuff. You honestly don't find your dad's perspective repulsive? Life's too short to pay for your father's sins. Sophia sets her flute down on a nearby table with a loud clunk. I've heard this speech before. I don't need to hear it again. As Sophia turns to leave, you find yourself unable to bite your tongue any longer. Actually, Paolo, matriarchies rule. Men and women have the same brains. Neurologists have been hunting for differences for years, but they turn up nothing every time. Then why are you all so terrible at math? First of all, women aren't bad at math. Second, young girls are often conditioned to believe they can't be good at subjects like math and science, unlike boys. What does that have to do with Sophia's role at Russo Industries? Even I can tell she would make a great CEO. In fact, I bet you've already seen gains under her management. Alessia's right about that. My daughter's abilities ain't the question. It's a matter of right and wrong. Women belong at home. Paolo, really? I guess you've got some kind of fact-repellent force field around you. You're right about one woman, though, because I'm going home. You place your empty champagne flute on the nearest tray and stalk out of the country club. You don't dare look back, but you feel everyone staring after you. You've already called a taxi when you hear someone exit the clubhouse behind you. Alessia, wait. Sam, I am sorry. Stand by what I said. Stand by what I said. I know he's your future father-in-law, but damn. Oh, believe me, I stand by what you said too. I only wish I'd been the one to say it. Although who knows if he would have survived being publicly humiliated by not just one, but two girls. You nod, but can't bring yourself to return her smile. The Russos have been family friends for so long. We've gotten used to dealing with Paolo's worldview. You're a good reminder that we've gotten complacent. Glad I could help. A taxi pulls up. You stand, but Sam reaches out to touch your arm, causing you to pause. Alessia, let me take you home. It's the least I can do after the afternoon you were just forced to have. What about everyone else? Mason and Mickey are with my parents, who haven't seen them in months and won't let them go without a fight, and Sophia was going to head back to the city with her brother anyway. Please, I think we could both use a break from all this, and there's something I want to show you. The taxi driver honks. You look between Sam and the taxi, considering. No, not for 19 gems. You're not getting out of the party that easily, Sam. Don't forget, Robin just got here. You saw right through me. Her eyes linger on you in a way that makes you wonder what she was going to show you. See you at home. Sam opens the cab door for you and you slide inside, shooting her one last look before driving off. The next morning, a commotion in the kitchen jolts you awake. You sneak out of bed to check on the noise, hiding just around the corner. Come on, Sophia, don't you think you're being a little irrational here? She completely humiliated my father in front of everyone. Some of the club staff heard her. She was defending you. I don't care. There's a way to handle that sort of situation, and that wasn't it. I want her fired immediately. Fired? We stood up for her, and she still hates us. She wants us fired. Do you know what? Honestly, I don't give a damn anymore. If Sam doesn't stick up for us, it's over. It's done. I'm starting to like this book, but I better, I better stay on. Otherwise, I'm just going to drop it. I don't know. Sexism sucks, and so do sexist people. Let me know what you thought of this chapter. Stay frosty, puppies.